Welcome to the Musar podcast. My name is Rabbi Aryeh Wolbe, and I'm coming to you from Houston, Texas. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to give a brief introduction to what this podcast will be dedicated to. The great King Solomon in Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 13, says the following: Hachazek b'musar al teref nitzra ki hi chayecha. Hold fast to discipline, do not let it go. Guard it, for it is your life. What does Musar mean, and why is this our life? So we're going to discover over the hopefully coming dozens and dozens of podcasts, we're going to talk about defining Musar and get into the specifics of how it assists in our character in becoming a better person, really changing the essence of who we are. But in a very brief understanding, Musar is the workshop of life. Every human being created throughout the history of the world was created with a different set of circumstances, different tools, different capabilities, different parents, different siblings, different neighborhood, different skills and abilities. There are no two people who have the same character traits. They may have similarities. You might, even two identical twins, they might look alike, but we know anyone who's met a set of twins, they usually, one likes blue, one likes green. One is tall, one is short, one likes this, one likes that. They're very different in many, many different ways. Every single human being is unique and special. What King Solomon is telling us, and what our sages have really taught us through the teachings of the Torah, is that we all have the ability to be better people by changing who we are. If someone is born with a little bit of anger, well, that's a trait that was gifted to them by the Almighty for them to work on it. Someone who's born into a home that is very gifted financially, that's wonderful. But there comes a set of challenges that come with that as well. And that is to learn to be a giver, to be compassionate, to love other people, not to run away when opportunities come your way. And everyone who sees someone else with their fortune, whatever it may be, they say, oh, if I only had that challenge, everything would be fine. How many people have we met who said, just let me win the lottery and don't worry, I'll take care of everyone. And we know that that's not true. Statistics show that isn't true. And generally speaking, the reason why we don't win that lottery is because God doesn't think we're up to it, to handle those challenges. And if God thought that we were capable of handling those challenges, He would have given it to us. So we have to understand that every single human being is a unique, special person. And everyone has their set of challenges. Everyone has their abilities. Everyone has something really unique and special they can become with a proper work. Now, what Musar utilizes is the tools that are within each and every human being. They're a gift that God wants us to utilize. It's like, imagine you have a game that you're playing, and as you progress in the game and you get more advanced, it becomes more challenging. Well, our life, in a way, is like that game, where every person, based on their skills and abilities and their talents and their capabilities, they are tested, and God is training us to be the better person that we can become. And that is the essence of Musar. Musar study is the development of character in enhancing and overcoming our challenges. We all have challenges. There's no human being on planet Earth who isn't given a set of challenges. We all have challenges. The gift is that God gives us a life that we can hopefully live for 120 years and overcome those challenges in that period of time. So my blessing to all of you listeners, my dear listeners, is that we all succeed in identifying who we really are, what our gifted traits are, what our positive and negative traits are, and hopefully we'll be able to, through this process, perfect our traits and become the best possible person we can become. I look forward in future weeks adding a podcast per week. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to email me at awolbe@torchweb.org. That's AWOLBE at TORCHWEB.org. Thank you very much for joining us. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you'll be notified of future episodes. And shalom from Houston, Texas.